Hi, my name is Mark Fobian, and I will be the lead actor of this video. Unfortunately, I'm not a very good actor, so please excuse me for anything that happens that really is bad acting. I actually wanted to pursue a career in acting, but unfortunately the theater department told me to switch my majors and they kicked me out. So this is where I get to live my dream. This is Kevin.
I'm Kevin, Mark B's right-hand man.
And this is Josh.
Hi.
Josh is a little special, so me and Kevin will be taking care of most of this. Hope you enjoy the video. What are loops? Loops are great tools to use in Python. Loops basically execute a set of commands over and over again, and restart when all the conditions are met. If loops were not available, we would have to rewrite the codes repeatedly until we have the desired result. To put a loop into a real-world concept, we can look at how a stopwatch works. A stopwatch has a seconds counter. Once that count hits 60, the minute counter goes up by 1. Once the minute counter hits 60, the hours counter increases by 1. This process is repeated over and over until the battery dies, and then you have to go to the store and buy new batteries, which kind of sucks, but that will be covered in next week's video, Real-World Problem. Sentinel loops versus for loops. Most properly executed loops will have a stopping point, or sentinel. These sentinels keep the loops from endlessly executing the loop. Sentinels are generally range statements, or a variable generally designated count. That increases by 1 every time the loop is executed. Without these sentinels, the loop will continue to execute until the end of time, or until the computer's hard drive runs out of memory, whichever comes first. If the loop is infinitely executing, any code that comes after the loop will never be executed, generally resulting in a program that will not function as intended.
In this loop, Kevin is in an infinite loop. He has no sentinel, so he'll just keep going and going until the end of time. He will only stop when he encounters a sentinel, as shown here. This is the loop we'll be using. It multiplies the number by 2, subtracts 1, multiplies by 3, and adds 2.
While loops. While loops are a specific type of loop in Python that will execute a loop until a specific sentinel is reached. These loops are considered to be more powerful than for loops.
For example, this is a while loop, and this is a for loop, and this is a while loop overpowering a for loop.
Thank you, Kevin. As they are not designed for a specific purpose. While loops can do almost anything within Python, whereas for loops are limited to specific parameters like range statements.
Kevin is demonstrating a while loop. We start with 1. Multiply it by 2 to get 2. Subtract 1 to get 1. Multiply by 3 for 3. And add 2 for 5. At this point, our variable count has gone up to 1. Our sentinel is 2, so Kevin will go through again. 5 multiplied by 2 is 10, minus 1 is 9, times 3, 27, plus 2, 29.
For loops. You guys are going to have to bear with us because this scene is about as dry as these potato chips. Very dry. Give me a second. For loops are very specific loops that work under certain parameters. They execute by taking each element of a list, or a range of numbers, and assigning said element or number to a variable, generally designated as I. The loop then executes similarly to a while loop. Generally, the use of a for loop is to execute something based on a list, and change the list or modify something else based on the list.
Kevin is executing a for loop using the set 1, 2, 3. He goes through the loop with 1. And the loop returns 5. He takes 2, goes through the loop with 2. And returns 11. Finally, he goes through with 3. And returns 17.
Alright, Kevin. Moment of truth. We're going to pull up the YouTube video. We're going to see how many likes we got and if there's any comments. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Dude, there's only one view.
And who's the comment by? Mark B's mom. She says, "You guys suck."
Mom? Alright. You know what, dude? Obviously, we're not going to be ECS programmers. Python's just not our gig. Making videos is not our gig.
Obviously, 1 view, 1 comment.
Professional rock stars? Let's do it!
Yes!
Alright, so we're going to have you run in this circle, right? And we're going to have you drop these numbers down. And then this way we can...
I'm a buffalo.
Okay.